Hello friends, welcome to the another lecture of Arduino Less Arduino series, and in this lecture we'll be talking about servo motor. Now what is servo motor basically? Now and how it is differing from the DC motor. So servo motor is basically a DC motor in which the precise angular movement is done. It does not rotate for 360 degrees, it rotates between 0 to 180 degrees only. And that movement of 0 to 180 degree can be precisely controlled. And this motor has a feedback mechanism. That is, how much angle it has moved is given as an input, which again controls the angle at the output. So let's say my motor is at 90 degrees by default. Then I'll give a pulse, it will go to 0 degrees. And if I give a pulse, another pulse, it might go to 180 degrees from 90 degrees. Now this pulse can be given from PWM signals. So generally these motors are interfaced with pin number 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, which are the PWM controlled pins. So PWM stands for pulse width modulation. So now this is how the servo motor looks like. Servo motor has a gear mechanism and it's a DC motor. There are AC servo control motors also. Now you can see the internal construction and the internal parts of the motor. So it has a DC motor. See here, there is a integrated circuit and there is a potentiometer, and this all in all will control the movement precisely. And the servo motor looks like this. And these servo motors are available different torques. It may be 500 grams, it may be 1 kg, 2 kg, 5 kg, 10 kg and so on. So torque is how much weight it can handle. So what we can say is a servo motor is a precise control of angular rotation. So it is used for precise control of angular rotation. And it can be used in the application where you need precise control of motion or angular, like robotic arms where you need a perfect control. Fine. Another is a wiper. Then it can be used in the bottling systems, or it can be used in the packaging of tablets and so on. So the rotation angle of servo motor can be controlled by applying PWM signal. Now with the PWM signal, the rotation angle can be changed, as well as the direction of rotation can also be changed. So initially servo motors were used for remote controls, but now they are used for steering wheels of the car. Now you can see the car steering wheel, which is operated on the remote, will move from 0 to 180 degrees. Or even the flap of planes. And they are also used in robotics, and nowadays they are also used in industrial automations. Now you can see the block diagram. Now this is a servo motor, internal, that is a DC motor. When it rotates, a sensor senses its rotation and is given to controller. And controller will control the angle of rotation, that is whether it has to go to 0 degrees or 180 degrees from 90 degrees. So this is the complete circuit where there is an integrated circuit, a potentiometer, a DC motor, and definitely a gear mechanism. And very important is servo motor can work at 5 volts without driver. It can work without driver. So now let's see the working of servo motor. Now the servo motor has actually the 3 wires. One wire is for power, another is for ground, and third is a signal wire. And electrical pulse are given from the third wire, and those electrical pulses are nothing but PWM signals. So servo motor moves in 180 degrees, 90 degrees or 0 degrees in either direction. So it is from 90 to go to 180 and 180 to 90 and 90 to 0 and 0 to 90 again. And the very important thing is between the 2 pulses I have to give a delay of 20 milliseconds. So a servo motor accepts a pulse after every 20 milliseconds. Now let's say in this example a PWM signal of 1.5 milliseconds is given. So that 1.5 milliseconds moves the motor to 90 degrees. Fine. So a pulse shorter than that will move to 0 degrees, and pulse more than that will move to 180 degrees. So if I give 1 millisecond, then it will move the motor to 0 degrees, and if I give 2 milliseconds, it will move the motor to 180 degrees. So 1.5 milliseconds is for 90 degrees, then 2 milliseconds will take it to 180 degrees, and 1 millisecond will take it to 0 degrees. Fine. So I hope you understood how exactly the servo motor work. Fine. Let's see the demonstration of servo motor, and the servo motor is available in this toolbox. This is one servo motor. This is another servo motor. So these are the two servo motors available. Now I've taken one servo motor and Arduino. Now the VCC pin is connected to VCC, ground pin is connected to ground, and pin number the signal pin is connected to pin number 3, which is a PWM pin. So I've already told you that for controlling the servo motor I have to use only PWM pins, and those pins are 3, 5, 6, 9, 10 and 11. So I hope this circuit is clear, and now let's see the code. Now in the code I have included a servo.h, a package which will take care of all the servo motors controlling, and then servo 1. So here I have created the object of servo motor class. Now I have initialized a variable I equal to 0. In setup I have written servo.attach pin number 3. So it says that to pin number 3 servo motor is connected. So in setup I have just written servo.attach. Now in the loop I have written a loop which will vary I from 0 to 180 degrees, and I have written servo.write I. So slowly and gradually the motor will move in one direction, that is from 0 degree to 180 degree, and then delay of 10 milliseconds. Now once the motor has moved from 0 to 180 degrees, it will wait for 500 milliseconds, and then it will reverse 180 degree to 0 degrees. So again I have written servo.write. Servo.write will write to the pin number 3, and pin number 3 is controlling the angle of servo motor, and after that there is a delay, and then finally after this loop is over I am giving a delay of 500 milliseconds. So this is a very simple code. So this motor will move from 0 to 180 degrees and 180 degrees back to 0. So let's see the simulation. So you can see the motor is moving 0 to 180 degrees and back to, see this. So it will rotating from 0 to 180 degrees and back to 0 degrees, 0 to 180 degrees and back to 180 degrees. So whatever the angle we need, we can control by using this technique. So I hope this basic operation of the servo motor is clear. And now let's see how this servo motor can also be controlled with a potentiometer. I'll give analog value, and that movement of potentiometer analog value is converted to internally digital, and let's see how the digital value controls the servo motor. Fine. This is another circuit in which I have used a potentiometer to control the angular movement of servo motor, and when the angle will be 0, one LED will glow. When angle is 90, another angle when angle is between 0 to 60, one LED will glow. 60 to 120, another LED will glow, and from 120 to 180, another LED will glow. So let's say from 0 to 60 blue is glowing, this blue LED, and then 60 to 120 this green will glow, and then above 120 till 180 the red LED will glow. Now this potentiometer, since it is giving an analog voltage, it is interfaced to pin number A0, and this is another servo motor taken from the toolbox, that is micro servo motor, and in this servo motor again pin number 9 is used to control the servo motor, and that pin number 9 is again and a PWM signal, and these LEDs are connected to pin number 2, 3 and 4 respectively. So now let's see the code. Now in this code I have taken 3 LEDs, red, green and blue, which are connected to 4, 3 and pin number 2, and again here also the servo.h, that is the library, is used. Same as like the last example, object is created. There is an initial value for the this value will store the digital value of potentiometer and then there is an angle. The angle will be calculated. Now in digital, in the setup, I have written begin, that is to output the value on the serial monitor. My servo dot attach, so it will connect my servo motor to pin number 9. Now pin number red, green and blue, these are the output pins. So I'll make it output. So first they are set to high for 1 second and then again set to low. So this is basically for testing that whether my basic circuit is functioning properly or not. Now in a loop, first statement says analog read A0. So it will read the potentiometer value, and once that value is read, it is converted. Now the potentiometer value will be between 0 to 5 volts. Now that 0 to 5 volts will be converted from 0 to 1023 digital value. For 0 volts it will be 0, and for 5 volts it will be 1023. But then I have to map this value so that I should get an angle between 0 to 180 degrees. So map command is used. So map will map this value from 0 to 1023 to 0 to 180. Then I'll print that angle here, and then that angle is written to servo motor. So motor will move to that particular moment, and after a delay of 15 milliseconds, I'm checking. What I'm checking is if angle is between 0 to 60, which LED is glowing? Blue, and other two are off. If angle is between 60 to 90, green LED is glowing and other two are off. And if angle is between 120 to 180 degrees, other two are off and red LED is glowing. So for lower angle it is blue, for mid angles it will green, and for higher angle it is red. So I hope this code is clear, and now let's see the simulation part. So I'm making, see now the angle is highest angle, that is in between 0 to 180. So it is 180 degrees. Slowly and gradually I'm moving. Now the angle is reducing. See, for mid range the LED green is glowing, and then I'm coming to the lower value and see this blue LED is glowing. Even we can see this output on serial monitor. So let's see the output on serial monitor. So this is serial monitor, angle 0 is there. So blue LED is glowing. Now I'm moving this. So the angle is increased till angle 54, 57. The moment angle is beyond 60, the green LED is glowing. And now again I'm moving, and see the movement of servo motor also, it is moving. And now angle is 180 degrees. So it has moved to 180 degrees, 118 degrees. Now the moment angle goes beyond 120 degrees, the green LED is glowing, and see this angle has gone beyond that. So I'm completing it to 180 degrees. So this is complete 180 degrees. And now you can see the movement back. So it is coming back to its original position. So this is the original position. So this is how we can control the direction. Now where this can be used? This can be used to control many things. Like in a submarine, if I want to have the periscope for direction control, this I can do. If I have a gun in the military applications and I have to control that gun from a longer distance, and I have to have a precise control of that gun movement and the positioning, I can be done. And many such applications it can be used. So I hope this is clear to you. So I hope the two demonstrations are clear to you. And same way, using sensors, using PIR sensors, using temperature sensors and many more things, you can have many different applications. So this was about the servo motors, and in my next videos I'll be discussing about now some practical applications. There will be some few applications which may be used to fight with COVID, and some few applications for the daily usage using whatever we have studied in all last lectures. So in my next lectures, whatever it may be, I'll be discussing only the applications of Arduino with all this hardware. So a sort of simulation which will give you an idea about your projects. So till then, stay safe, have a nice time and enjoy tinkering.